Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. For your sun, moon or rising sign, Scorpio is for you. Remember, they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody. That is just fine. Use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your key to the week, before we start, if you are if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you resonate. Excuse me. So your jumping key to the week card is the Devil, Los Diablo. Now, in all of these different areas of life, you are being asked this week to really observe where maybe you are being too rigid, where maybe you are not sort of allowing things to, maybe where you're not allowing for the magic, right? And that's what it is, right? That's what the curveballs and the life reroutes and the grand sat-nav rerouting moments are all about. It's about allowing room and space for the magic. Very often, yes, this card can be about addictions and patterns like that, you know, unhealthy sort of clinging to things, but very often when this card shows up, it means that you're refusing to see that there's more than one way to do whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. For your actions and options, you've got the Three of Wands. So at the moment, it looks like you're, and this is weird for Scorpios, so I'm intrigued as to what's going on with you guys, but it's like this week you're trapped in a little bit of the delulu. All right, I'm not, and I don't, you know, no shade, it's all love, you know, my Stinger crew, I love you, but it's like you're so much in your head that it's like, it's really weird to see you this wishy-washy is what I'm trying to say. Your mind seems to be preoccupied with something else, and rather than kind of, you know, allowing for the magic, it's just like you're thinking, no, it's just this. It's like you've got a habitual thinking pattern at the moment that is really making a lot of your actions. If you feel like you're on a mouse wheel, it's because you are. All right, that's the best way to put it. Now, in terms of the options that are available to you this week, there will be a conversation or an interaction of some sort where somebody kind of says something to you, and it's like you look at this and you have a moment where it's like, okay, right? It's going to break you out of your, not complacency, but out of the monotony. And you're going to see that your thinking has been a bit too rigid. For your communications and conversations, you have your card, literally the King of Cups is Scorpio. So whether you're a man or a woman, however you identify, you show up very strong in your words. Your conviction this week is absolutely solid, even if it is a little bit misguided. All right, so this week, listen out, right? No one's saying that you have to change yourself. No one's saying that you know that you're wrong. What I am saying is you might not be seeing things as clearly as you might not be seeing things as clearly as is needed at the moment. Now, when it comes to your oh gosh, come on brain, when it comes to your oh my gosh, when it comes to those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this King of Cups, especially with the Three of Wands, an artistic or a creative vision that you have for your studies, or something like where you've romanticized your subject or your course matter or material, it's going to be really evident to you this week, right? For those of you that are employed by somebody else, this is where your emotional intelligence is really going to come into play. This is where you get a really clearly defined understanding of how you're moving through the job and how that's actually benefiting you or holding you back. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, look, I like the King of Cups because it means that there is an idea or an endeavor that you're thinking very deeply about. And because you've got this Three of Wands here as well, you are wanting this to be a part of your future. But again, where your mind or your scope is a little bit too rigid, or even quite frankly, a little bit too closed off, this week there is going to be something that kind of tries to pull you out of that. And my advice to you would be to let it, all right? Now, for those of you that are retired and no longer working, for a lot of you, it looks like you're planning some form of travel itinerary that may or may not have a financial sort of element to it. So it might be that you're traveling somewhere to do like an exploratory trip, right? So you're going to go and see, do I want to buy a property here? Are there products and services here that I can source and, sell elsewhere in the world? All of that kind of stuff. Because you've got... because you've got the devil card here as well, you're kind of being invited in a way to stop allowing your own mind to get in your own way, right? Like, I think because this card, the King of Cups, is known as the thinker. A lot happens underneath the surface with this card. For your love and relations, you have the Moon card. So for those of you that are single, on your travels, you could be connecting with or interacting with a Pisces person, likely to be a Pisces male. And, the other thing is as well, it's the Moon card with the Three of Wands. This may be some sort of trepidation that you have over a trip or some sort of journey that there is a plan to take. Now, you've also got the Moon card here as well. For those of you that are single and looking, you could connect with somebody this week, maybe on your travels or maybe somebody who's on their travels. And it's like when you connect with them, there might be an element to this or of it where you kind of, it's like, for those of you that don't know, I was obsessed with Buffy as a kid, obviously. Right, I was absolutely obsessed, like to the point where I actually bought the soundtrack. And there's a song on that soundtrack that says, I already met you, right? What are the lyrics? I already met you. I already met you. Yeah, it's like, I already met you. You're like my last girlfriend, the girlfriend I had before you, right? And so there's an element of this. You might meet someone this week, and because of your own stuff, quite frankly, the Moon card and the Devil card, right? I'm calling you out here, out of all love, care, and courtesy. But I am calling you out here. You meet somebody and it's like, because they remind you of someone else who maybe didn't do you right, straight away you're like, no, this person is no good. They're, never darken my doorstep again. All of that, all of that kind of stuff. When actually, it may be that they're here to kind of mirror that back to you, to show you where you're too rigid and where actually your past baggage is stopping you from having the kind of relationship that you would like. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this could be a recurring issue that's come up previously. I'm so sorry, I don't know what's going on. I've had plenty of water, I've eaten, the room is very well aired out. I don't know, there's something. It's only a few signs that happens with as well. It's really strange. Now, for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, potentially a recurring problem or issue that comes up for you in your relationship. Remember, the Moon card is the past. Because you've got your card here in the communications, it's like you're not budging. So whatever your partner says or does, it's like, well, I'm not budging from my viewpoint. For your money and materials, you have the Two of Cups. I also want to mention on the 18th of this month, so on the 18th of April, I will be releasing, or should I say opening enrollment once more for my tarot course. It's 12 weeks, lots of bonus videos, tons of PDFs, all of that good stuff. You get to spend 3 hours a week with yours truly and a group of like-minded souls. There's only ever 20 spaces on each course that I run, and this will be the last one that I run this year because there's a lot of other things happening in the Reydiant Nation that I want to bring you. So heads up, put it in your calendar, put a voice note on your phone, write it on your post-its. If you want to get a place, if you want to learn with me, 18th right through to the 30th. Enrollment will close on the 30th of April, so stay tuned for that. Now, when it comes to your money and materials, you've got the Two of Cups. Be very wary of making decisions about finances by committee this week, right? The Two of Cups is a partnership card. And with everything else here, now, you've got the Three of Wands here, which means that there could be a fruitful endeavour, partnership or interaction. Maybe you do like a little bit of a team up of some sort. But you also have, but you also have the Devil card, and there is an element here where it's like you're about to make a financial decision based on a partnership, a connection, or a collaboration of some sort, and it's probably not the best way to make that choice. Not at this moment in time, anyway. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this with the Devil card, this week there is a possibility that you could really overindulge. You could eat something, maybe you drink too much, like you could just, there's a chance that you take it too far. It could also be some form of emotional spending as well, which is very, very possible. So watch out for all of these things. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, it's like you're seeking to harmonize something within the home, but you're trying to do it. It's like, there's a line in the Avengers film, not Avengers, in the Doctor Strange, when she says, you can't beat a river into submission, you have to submit to its current. And that's a very telling line, right? And here it looks like, it's like the home will be settled whether it wants to or not. That's not exactly very relaxing, right? So find a way to manage that this week. I think is something that's going to be sort of evident. All in all, let me know how it shapes up in the comments. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.